Welcome to Master Guitar Frets. I'm wearing my lucky blues hat today. So, you want to cheat to play the guitar? Well, you have come to the right place because that is exactly what you are going to learn here. Today, I will show you how you can play the guitar within a few minutes and a song in probably less than an hour. That is pretty ambitious. Not only that, but I will show you how to play 5 songs. We will cover Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash, Walk of Life, Dire Straits, You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog by Elvis Presley, or Big Mama Thornton, the original, Bad Moon Rising by CCR, and Making It Work by Doc and His Lads. What you're going to need is a guitar, a tuner, and a capo, and then we're ready to go. All right. So let's get the guitar plugged in and we'll get started. So here we are, all plugged in. And of course, you can play this with an acoustic guitar that works just as fine. Since this is a beginner's lesson, you might want to check out my video on how to build calluses in a hurry. There will be a link at the end of the video so that you can conveniently link to it. It will show you how to quickly get those fingertips ready for playing. And of course, if you like what you see today, then please subscribe. Right down here somewhere is a button. It will certainly help my channel. Remember that the conventional way of playing the guitar, standard E tuning, still important to know, and don't stop learning the guitar the proper way. Meanwhile, you can learn a few songs and have fun with it and impress your friends and relatives. This is for fun. Let's get to it. The first thing we need to do is to retune the guitar to an open G. That means when you have retuned the guitar and you do nothing, you get a G chord. How do you do that? Well, you're going to drop down the low E string down to a D. That means you're slackening down 1 step. Slackening means clockwise turn on a tuning machine. The A string is tuned down to a G. Again, we go clockwise and we slacken it down 1 step. Then the D string remains the same. You just keep at the D. Your G string stays in G. Your B string stays in B. And your high E needs to be dropped down to a D, like the big brother up here. So again, you only need to change the E to D, the A to G, and the high E to D. And you're in open G. Let's get started. So, probably all wondered what that white stuff is on my finger. Well, we're gonna now have to bar, since it's an open G, we're gonna have to bar the whole neck. Okay? That could be a little painful. I have some 3M medical tape here that I took a strip off and I just put it around. It comes off very easy. But it's a good thing to do because you're going to be sliding up and down and that might hurt a little bit. That's the price you have to pay for cheating. Let me explain. So now, we tune the guitar to open G, and of course, we have an open G chord. It's perfect, right? Have to do nothing. Today, we're mostly going to use G, C, and D. So G obviously is open. C is on the 5th fret. And D is on the 7th fret. C on the 5th fret. And D on the 7th fret. You already hear a song, I know we do, right? This is going to open all kinds of doors. Let me explain where the rest of the notes are. G, 2nd fret, A, 4th fret, B, 5th fret, as we said before, C, 7th fret, D, 9th fret is E, and of course the 10th fret is the F. There's only a half step between E and F. And then of course, there's G again on the 12th fret. The octave. I don't know if you can see that, but I did a little bit of cheating. So maybe you'll do the same. So next we're going to tackle our first song because we're ready now. We're tuned up. We know where the chords are. So let's work on Folsom Prison Blues. We're going to use G, C, D, 3 chords. In order to press the C chord and a D chord, I would suggest that you put some tape on, of course, and then use your middle finger to help push down a little bit. Now I have to warn you that I'm not really a singer, I'm a guitar player, but today you get the treat. I would suggest that you use a metronome if you have one, and if you're a beginner, you probably do because your guitar teacher told you to have one. And please don't tell the guitar teacher that I'm teaching you this. So the strumming, I don't use a pick, I'm just using your finger. It goes like this. Sounds like a train. We're not going to go that fast. That's the strumming, so you can practice that a little bit. I hear a train coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison and time is dragging on. But that train keeps on rolling under the San Antonio. So you can do a nice little intro too if you want. Open D string 3 times. Twice D string 4th fret. Once open D. Once A string 4th fret. And then open A string. And then you go right into the chord. And you start again. You can practice that and you should have that in no time. So next we're going to do Walk of Life. The original key of that tune is in E. I'm going to play it in that because if I play it in G and C and D, it's too low for me. Put the capo on A. That's E. A. B. Fifth fret. Back to A. Back to E. After the intro we go in E. Here comes Johnny singing oldies goldies. Be-ba-ba-ba-da, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the town trying to make it pay. We change here to A. He's got the action, he's got the motion. Back to E. Yeah, the boy can play. Back to A. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime into this day. After the verse, we're going to do that chorus. He does the song about the sweet loving. Back to B. He does the song about the knife. Back in E. And on the knife, you go to A. And he do the walk. B. The walk of life. A. Back to B. The walk of. And back into the intro. So that's kind of how that part goes. So here we go, we're going to do the whole song one more time, okay? Here comes Johnny singing oldies, goldies. Baby, what I say. I'm strong, he's singing, I got a woman down in the town, got to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion, yeah. The boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning in the night time into the day. He got the song about the sweet loving woman, and the song about the night. He do the walk on light. Yeah, he walk on light. So that is Walk of Life. I hope you like that. Next song we're going to do is You Ain't Nothing But the Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. For that, I'm going to just keep the same setup as I had for the Dire Straits song. Okay? So again, if you want, you can play that in open G, right? So forget that the capo is here. Open G, C and D. Okay? So you can play it like that if your voice can accommodate that key. Hound Dog, the original is in E, right down here. So just like the last song. And then of course A and B. So You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. You actually start singing first, then you come in. Like, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. So you come in on hound. And the strumming would be, you're nothing but. Okay? And the chord progression is, you ain't nothing but a E, 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 A, 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 B, A, B, 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 A, 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 E. Okay, so I'm going to do the song for you right here. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, and snooping around the door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, and snooping around the door. You can wag your tail, but you ain't gonna feed me no more. Well, you told me you were high class, but I could see through that. Yes, you told me you were high class, but I could see through that. And Daddy, I know you ain't gonna put me class. Okay, I screwed that second verse up, but I guess you get the message, right? How to, there's always a stop, and then before you start the second verse. So the next tune is Bad Moon Rising from CCR. This one is a cool party tune, so it's I would say it's fairly easy. That's the strumming. So in G, we're back in G, I took the capo off. So we're back to G, C, and D. So the verse is G, E, D, C, G, G, C, G. So the next part of the song, after the verse there, goes C, 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 G, and G, E, C, and G. Don't go round tonight, it's bound to make you light. There's a bad moon on the rise. Okay, so I'm going to do the whole thing. I see a bad moon rising. I see your troubles on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go round tonight, it's about to take your life. There's a bad moon on your eyes. There's a bad moon on your eyes. That's Bad Moon Rising. So the next tune is a cool tune. It's Making It Work by Dog and the Slugs. Kind of like that tune. It's nice and driving, cruising as we say. So we're again in open G, C and D. Same chords. Let's look at the chords. G, G, C, C, G, 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 D, G, G, C, C, G, G, D, D. And then you repeat that one more time. And then Making It Work is G, 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 C, 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 G, 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 D, 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 G, 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 C, 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 G, 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 D, 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 D. So here we go, the whole song. Late night cruising, oh I'm out of control. Red light cruising, I got no sense of soul. I knew you knew, we both knew that crime. Blacker, bluer, oh I'm back in the line. Making it work takes a little longer. Making it work takes a little time. Making it work takes a little longer. Making it work takes a little time. Alright, so this concludes this guitar cheats in open G. And I hope you have fun with those songs. And I hope you can learn one or two or all of them. And you have something to show off to your family and friends. It's always good to kind of have a song or two in your repertoire that you could possibly play. The other thing, of course, like I previously said, playing around in open G will certainly help you get ready for the bar chords down the road that you're probably going to learn, or maybe you already know them, but it definitely will condition your finger and it will help you in that way. It's always good to mix it up a little bit, you know. Please go ahead and learn the guitar in standard E tuning. It's very important that you know all the chords and all the stuff. That's how people learn. But open G can be fun. Take a break from your normal routine. You know, routine sometimes can become a burden, right? So, you know, that's going to take a little bit, takes you in a different direction, and then you go back and you're motivated again to learn the proper way. If you like it, give me 2 thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Take care and have fun.